Good afternoon, Mr. Washington. Welcome back. This will start our third session on dealing with your problem that you were having with time management as it related to working and then balancing that with schoolwork. Okay. Before we begin today's interview, again, note that everything will be kept confidential, and at any time you need to take a break, please let me know and we will do so. Thank you. Now, can you tell me, have any of your goals or problems been addressed since the last time we met?
Yes, almost entirely all of them, as I've learned to manage with the help and the resources that I've found since the beginning.
Okay. What specific behaviors have you changed to solve your problems since the last session?
Well, I've gathered all my resources, organized all my tasks, and I've pretty much put myself on point to address them as they come instead of procrastinating.
Okay. Have you have any of your responses made any improvements towards your goals of time management?
Yes, and even as far as my work is concerned, I've been offered an internship once I complete school, which I didn't think would be possible, but they like how I've changed things.
Okay, that's great. So based on one of your goals, I know that it appears to me that you are using your time sufficiently because you've shown up for each of our sessions on time. And have you also noticed that improvement?
Yes, I'm more paying attention and I'm not bogged down by frustration, which used to get to me a lot.
Okay. Now, with reviewing some of the reports from your community supports, can you tell me briefly how they've helped?
I've organized to where my transportation is more organized and I can meet them in a timely fashion, so I don't have that problem getting back and forth. And like I said, I've gotten everything like closer together to allow me to take my time to where I don't have a period of burnout or frustration.
Okay. Now, what personal contacts have you made to assist you in achieving your goals?
I've made contacts with better transportation, and like I said, my job changed, and things around the house. I have people, close relatives coming over and help with like things that I might have to do around the house.
Okay, that's great. Now, what additional groups, if any, could you also reach out to help you achieve your goals?
At this point, I would just like more family support because they have been more understanding.
Okay. Are there any public situations that could present an opportunity for you to discuss your problems or goals? And then how could you use that opportunity to your advantage?
We have a counselor on the job that reaches out to the employees. So if I have anything that is bothering me that I don't currently have handled, they would help me.
Okay. Now, if you can't achieve your goals, who besides yourself will be affected by this?
Well, basically my entire family. I have small kids that are involved in the process that I do work for, and really my self-esteem as far as like me achieving.
Okay. Now, can you identify any personal or environmental factors that may influence you in achieving your goals, such as your experience and history, social supports, living conditions, etc.?
Well, mainly living conditions, because this weather is bothering me and it hampers my transportation from time to time.
Okay. Can you tell me who could benefit if you can't achieve this goal? Who couldn't benefit?
Well, basically my family. It would throw everything off schedule, and I would be probably right back where I was. And then even my support would be affected because they wouldn't know how to address my problems immediately.
Okay. Now, what circumstances may need to change to help you resolve your problems? for instance, your finances.
Yes, my finances, pretty much a lot of the self-help within family. I would like to help them with some of their problems, but that's coming down the road with my future employment.
Okay. Now, can you describe what success would look like for you if interventions came together greatly and was able to support your situation?
My job, better residents, and pretty much psychological and emotional improvement on my behalf.
Okay. Now, how would you know if you have successfully met your goals?
The deletion of support that I would incur, because I would be able to do it more myself.
Mm-hmm. Now, some additional community supports that may help you achieve your goal would be organizations such as Mercy Behavioral Health Services, Allegheny Intermediate Unit, also known as AIU, and Catholic Charities may be able to help you with achieving and or working towards your goals and problems. Now, have you developed an action plan on how you will implement or put your plan to use?
I keep a diary of anything that I find adverse in achieving anything. So once I sit down and go over those, then yes, that would be my plan. I do have all my resources, primarily 211 United Way, which is a hub of a lot of things that could help me. So.
Right, and we've discussed 211 and the utilization of United Healthway services before with our previous 2 interviews. So that's great that you are utilizing that resource. Now, have you developed a method on how you would adapt your action plan if necessary?
Just in a timely fashion. My time would be immediate, sort of pre-designating my actions before I have to take them at the last minute.
Okay. Now, how long do you think it will take you to achieve this goal?
It's pretty much coming together. I'm in a lot of self-help positions already, so it's working itself out.
Okay. Now, how will you maintain your action plan?
I will maintain it by staying on point, and like I said, I keep a journal, so, and I do note to myself, things that might be a problem.
Do you utilize things such as calendars, whether it be a paper calendar or a calendar in your phone?
I have a calendar on my wall. All the things that I would see in the morning,
yes,
have a calendar either close to them or by them, so that as a sort of a reminder.
Okay, that's great. What resources will you need to help you maintain your goals?
Just the things that I have gotten. I've gotten a better access to transportation.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten like a lot of telephone helpline involved, and I have the full understanding of anybody else that would help me.
Okay, that's great. Besides me, who else would know about your action plan and or goals?
My resources that I communicate with.
Okay. Now, how will you test your action plan?
I always have a pre-run to see how everything would go. I call ahead of time,
mm-hmm.
and I check my dates and make sure, and I stay on point with that.
That's great. Now, how will you record or assess your results or consequences of your action plan?
I mark them off as achievements.
Okay, that's great. Now, thank you for your time here today. This concludes our interview, but do you have any questions or concerns you would like to ask of me first?
No, not at this time, and I thank you for your interest in my success.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a nice day.
You too, Mr. Washington. Now, in conducting this interview, I developed a type of toolkit that provided supports for strengthening the core components of what an intervention interview would look like based on the current situation presented by my client, Mr. Washington. This concludes my digital interview number 3. Thank you.